Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am sharing my soft but glam makeup look that I've been wearing a lot lately, and after I did my full face I realized that the tones I used would be super perfect for Valentine's Day. So if you need a makeup look, this is it. Super easy to do. If you guys want to see what I used, keep on watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button. I post new videos here every Friday, and turn on the notifications so you never miss any of them and you're always up to date on when I post. All right, let's jump into the look. I'm gonna start this look off using a primer. I know, primer is pretty rare, but I tried this one a few months ago and I did enjoy it. It's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It's a primer and moisturizer in one. And I'm just gonna smooth it all over the face. And the look that I'm gonna be doing is, well, I wore it to an event last night, but I find myself doing it a lot lately. It's like a quick, easy, soft glam look. So I got my base on, and for foundation, I'm gonna use my Fenty Beauty. Look at this. This is so ridiculous, but I dropped it a month or so ago, and I broke the pump. It just stopped working, so I have to like scrape the remains out. And I went to buy a new one last month, but they were sold out, and the girl that was working there was like, we're not gonna have any for a long time. Now I just heard that they're back in stock, so I just have to go to Sephora and pick up a new one. And I've been experimenting with a lot of foundations lately, but there is none that wins me over like this Fenty Beauty. The only thing that I find with it is it's really yellow on me, and the color I use is 240. So I kind of want to experiment with a new color, but it's definitely a foundation that I feel like I can't run away from because I love the formula of it. It works really good on my combination oily skin. It gives me really good coverage without looking too made up, but every time I wear it, I just feel flawless. And now I'm just going to let that sit on the skin, and then I'll come back to complexion after I do my eyes and my brows. And sometimes when I do my foundation first, it kind of leaves product on the brows, so I just take a damp tissue and run it over to get rid of any product that sits on there, because it just makes for doing the brows a little bit harder than it needs to be. And for my brows, I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set Pomade in Deep Brunette. And you guys have seen me use this product 100 times, but I really like it for my brows. And what's funny is it's way more dry now than when I first got it, obviously, because it's not new anymore. But I actually prefer it that way because I feel like I can get a more natural brow. When it was brand new, it was a little bit too liquidy and it would just go on a little bit too strong. I used some concealer to kind of clean up around the brows, and then I also applied some to the lids as my base for shadow, which I'm gonna start now. And I'm gonna use my I love this palette. I try not to use it, but I always go back to it. My Tartelette & Bloom palette, and take Firecracker. I just absolutely love this shadow color. It's like a brownie bronze, and I just think it's like a quick and easy smoky eye if you just use this one color on its own. And I just like applying it to the lid with my finger because I feel like it blends it out really nicely. And I take it up to my crease, so when you open your eye, where it stops right there. And I think that's honestly the only one that I'm going to use from the Tartelette & Bloom palette. So if you have a shadow like this at home, just pop that on first. And now I'm going to reach into my Tartelette Toasted palette. I'm going to take Latte on a crease brush, and I'm just going to lightly bring that in from the outer edges. So if you have a hard time applying product to your crease, just take your brush, look forward, like hold your mirror out here, and then pop it in the hollow of your eye wherever it fits, and then just drag that color into that space. And I just lightly bring some of the color in here into the inner crease, and then lightly feather it out into like that wing shape. And I am going to be doing a little bit more color today, but I'm going to do my liquid liner first because then I'll be able to see where I want to intensify it. And for this, I'm using the Maybelline Master Precise Curvy Liquid Liner. I just opened this, so it's brand new, but I used to use this a few months ago, and I absolutely love this liner. Because of its shape, it just makes for such an easy application, and it fits so nicely in the hand. It's really comfortable to use. Okay, I am loving that. It's been a while since I've done such a bold, thick liner, and I am into this. So what I did last night was I took a little bit of Warmth and Cozy, and I just chiseled out my crease a little bit more. And this time I'm bringing this up a little bit higher, kind of like just underneath that brow bone, because when I have lashes on, because I'm going to be applying falsies, when I open up my eye, then you'll still be able to see this definition. Now for this area on the brow bone, I'm going to sweep a little bit of Sunrise, which is like a very subtle gold shimmer. Pop this right here. You can use a matte shade here as well, like just a light matte neutral shade. That goes really nicely. And now I'm going to go and pop on some falsies. I'm using the Ardell Demi Wispies. So I'm going to give those a few minutes to fully dry. But I've been wanting to play around with some new lashes, and I like to wear the natural but glam. So naturally glam lashes. So if you have a favorite pair, please let me know what they are so I can check them out and just switch things up a little. Now I'm going to start concealing the under eyes, and a product that I went back to the other day, well, truthfully, I was going through my makeup and I found it. It's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind for dark circles, and this is the neutralizer. I love these because of the sponge tip. It just applies so nicely, but this is meant to cancel out your dark circles. I don't know if it does that or not, but I was like, it adds a nice brightness. That's probably too much product, Trina. So let's blend that out. And now I'm going to use some Tarte Shape Tape Concealer and apply that over top of that. And the shade that I'm using is medium. Speaking of shades, I'm sure you guys heard the highly anticipated Tarte Shape Tape Foundation was released. And some people are still really excited about it. Some people not so much because of the shade range or the lack thereof that they release at first. So I don't know, man. I was so excited about trying the foundation, so I'm kind of curious if you guys want to see my first impression of it. I haven't ordered it yet. I'm still even trying to decide what shade I would be because I suck at online shade choosing. Is that right? So yeah, please let me know if you want to see that first impression or review, and I'll do it. I just, yeah, it kind of sucks that there's not shades for everybody, but if enough of you guys want to see it, I will definitely consider it. And now to set everything, I'm going to use the Kiss Loose Translucent Setting Powder. Dab some underneath the eyes. Honestly, when I use my Fenty foundation, I don't have to use a lot of powder, so I'm going to try not to over powder and just stick this around the nose. Oh, I'm breathing it in. I'm breathing it in. And a little bit on the forehead, like in my T-zone area, a little bit on the chin. And that is it. Now for the under eyes, I'm going to dip back into that first shade that I used from the Tartelette and Bloom palette. And I'm going to lightly sweep that along my lower lash line. And if you want to smoke things out a little bit further, I did this last night. I took a little bit more of that warmth and cozy, and I just blended a little bit of that together and then rub that on the outer edges of the eye. And then you can just apply a little bit of mascara to your top and bottom lashes, and the eyes are done. And now moving on to the rest of the face, I'm going to finish things up with a little bit of bronzer. I'm using my Hoola bronzer from Benefit. I'm just going to swirl some back up onto the cheeks and temples and up here into the hairline. And now for blush, I tried something new last night. It's the Makeup Forever blush in B308. It's still a coral, because you guys know I love coral, but it adds like a nice flush of color to the cheeks, and I just do a really light application, or I did last night, and I like the way that looked. And now for a highlighter, what do I want to use? The one that I've been using a lot lately, like I'm back to it because it never fails me, is the... Oh, I almost had a bunch of makeup fall off my table. I'm going to use the Makeup Forever Pro Sculpting Duo and this gold highlighter. It is gorgeous on the skin. So I applied that to the cheekbones, bring a little bit up onto the temples, and I like to apply this to my Cupid's bow as well. And then for lips, I've been really into the MAC Spice Lip Pencil, and I cannot for the life of me find my sharpener, so we're just going to have to do it without. And then I take a little bit of the MAC Peach Stock lipstick. Can you tell it is my favorite? I'm just scraping whatever I can get. And I just dab a little bit of this into the centers of the lips. Now that it's all done, I am realizing that the tones of this will be really perfect for Valentine's Day, so I think that's actually what I'm going to call this video. Soft Glam Valentine's Day makeup look right here. I really hope you guys like this video. It's been a while since I've done a makeup look, so if you guys enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to check out my vlog channel. Click this box. It will take you over to Life with Trina. Subscribe, say hi, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!